I don't know,
Okay.
but we should be, let me check, but
And are you, Luis, are you putting music or we do, I need to understand this, the special effects.
no music.
Okay. No music. Oh my goodness, yeah. This digital world sucks, you know. Okay, that's good.
And we are live.
We are
you
live.
Hear me? Yes.
I hear you. Okay.
Yes, we are live.
Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm going to give a couple of minutes, maybe 30 seconds. I hope everybody's back from energized from a great day, also for the peer-to-peer that just happened, and see more of the people coming in. And I'm waiting for my co-founder, who I think is just selling our fund. That's why he's busy. We're just closing tickets for the Challenger. But Carol is there. So don't see Herty coming. So we have I think, a very good tradition that I think it was always there, but officialized it after, I think, on the first getaway. I think it was a motivation to get more people coming, probably. Which was, everybody wanted a red hoodie. But red hoodies are very expensive. So we decided that to get a red hoodie, we need to get something going, right? And Hert is here. Perfect. Good, you see? And you're in the right outfit. But officialize Herty, yeah, you're officializing. Okay, I go first. Okay, so Herty, I'm hearing myself.
Muted.
I give you the floor, Herty, in 2 minutes. So we started a tradition. We decided that everybody who will join our batches will get a blue hoodie, but the red hoodie needs to be earned. And I think we put it too cheap because too many of you are starting to get red hoodies. So we need to probably enrich the categories or create new categories. But basically, if you will raise in an accumulated 500,000 euros or reach 100K MRR, you will be honored with a red hoodie. So last year, I think we did our first kind of music entry, fantastic. Everybody in source, t-shirts. Everybody looks great. No me on t-shirts. I should never do that. Terrible pictures. No, last year I was with no terrible t-shirt and no hair. So this year I'm actually feeling improving, right? So this is good. Next getaway, keep looking. I think we had 8 teams on a stage last year. And I think it was actually quite emotional to be there. So I think today, unfortunately, it's going to be a bit less emotional, but we want to still give recognition to all of you that have made great achievements. But the most interesting thing is how are you going to get a red hoodie? Because we don't really want to give you a Photoshop one, but a real one. And we want to take the opportunity that we just finally have a physical office in Tallinn. So we are in the making of the Hall of Fame of SWG, in which each of you will get its own basically recognition logo there. And hopefully, if COVID permitted, we will do the first official Hall of Fame opening at the end of Q1 and give most of you the hoodies at that time. If it's not Q1, it's Q2, you know how COVID goes, right? Q1 could be Q1 year later, but it will happen. And I think it will be the opportunity to give you guys the hoodies. If not, we'll put some logistics. I don't know how I get the hoodies to Fabrice. I think it's better to bring Fabrice to Estonia, but we will make it. So without further delay, remember the categories: 500,000 euros accumulated, 500,000 accumulated investment or 100K MRR. And Herty, I think as you are the oldest here in terms of tenure because I'm older than you, and Konstantin is glad that he's older than me, so there's somebody older than me in this picture. But Herty, I think you get to introduce the teams from the first batches that are actually to be honored today with the ceremony.
Yeah, thank you, Cristobal, and thank you all of us who are joining the Getaway. I would like to start with Sky Select and Erki. He's from batch 2. I don't know who remembers. I think it was 2013. It was a long time ago. And our office was in very nice skyscraper in the middle of the Tallinn city center. And I remember all these talks with Erki back then. And he was a pretty stubborn Estonian and was only dealing with the local customers back then. But after that, he somehow moved to San Francisco and lived there 4 years. And when we tried to help him and explain that please choose a vertical, he said, no, I have customers from all different verticals. I want to do horizontal. And after that, it took like a year or two. I spoke with Erkki again, and he said, oh, I have a vertical now. I sell airplane parts. And after that, it took off like crazy. I think Erkki has been the biggest guy fundraising in Wisegui's portfolio. I think he has raised more than $12 million so far. And that's totally amazing. At the COVID time, he has like 2-3 years runway to figure it out, how the airplanes going up again and buying the parts again. So please join me to give the red hoodie to Erkki, the co-founder of Sky Select.
Whoop, whoop.
The hoodie will go now, yeah, somehow. Erkki is not there here, I think. Next one is actually Go module, and I'm not sure that Christian is here either, but he has been one of the really few ones who actually didn't come to Wisegui's accelerator. They went to Germany. They wanted to do a vertical, smart city vertical accelerator, and we didn't offer back then, but we had some cash left from previous investments, very small money. We didn't plan for that. And then me and our board member Ivo went to Berlin to talk to him before the demo day, and we did small investments. And now I think why Eric is not here is that he's closing his A round right at this week or next week, and the valuation gap we're gonna see at that round will be the highest ever seen in Wisegui's portfolio. I don't want to say the numbers because they are not signed yet, but it looks like very high number. But to say a little bit about Go module, he saw that bikes will need connectivity as well, and he was waiting 2 years to others to figure it out that scooters are good ideas and they should be connected to internet. And after he had waited 2-3 years, suddenly the market appeared. It exploded, and he was the first one there. His second or third year revenue after that was 12 million euros, and he was more than €1 million profitable last year, which is like pretty super thing to have, I think. Okay, I think the red hoodie goes to Christian then. Next one, Max, you're here. Nice to see you. Max, which batch you were in?
One of them. We were still in center. I'm not sure about skyscraper. Was 4th or 5th floor.
We were in Old Town, I think.
Yeah, in Old Town.
Yeah, it was Vero Street. I think it was batch 4.
Yeah, it was still run. It was first batch of Maris and Callum.
Yeah, I
so
think
2000.
Batch 4 is batch 4 confirmed.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I remember Max was super clever. He was moving to Finland because he saw that there is like a lot of non-dilutive money out there, and he was very good to get it. And I think after that you moved to US as well, and now you're back in Ukraine.
Back to Finland, actually. So
back to Finland, yeah.
Yeah.
And your team is in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Max has grown Promo Republic as a like very, very high growth marketing platform, and he has more than 100K monthly recurring revenue already, and he's doing like super job. I think in Kiev you are already on Hall of Fame of one of the best Ukrainian startups. Congrats, Max.
True. This year we were honored to be placed there.
Super good work. Thanks a lot, Max. And we will send you the red hoodie somehow.
Yeah, thanks for all the support. Amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Max, a lot.
By the way, we found a very good logistics because Luisa is also in Helsinki. So it's very easy to deliver to Max, actually, the hoodie now.
I have only M-size woman's hoodie, but
I think Max needs a bigger one.
Thank you, Herti. Thank you.
Little bit like me. And next one is Konstantin and his son. It's another good example that family business can actually work. And Konstantin, I think you're here as well, and it's great
I'm
to
here.
have you. Yeah, you have a red hoodie already.
Yeah, but it is without logo.
Yeah, you need this one with this
Yeah,
logo.
yeah, it is fake.
Yeah, actually, the MRP story is also super amazing. All the stories are, and I don't know how you have bootstrapped. You were in batch 5, or?
Yes, it was batch 5, year 2015 spring.
Yeah, you're like 5 years old now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Officially 6 because we tried to do something 1 year before joining Startup Wise Guys.
Yeah, and what Konstantin and his son has built, bootstrapping. They have never raised money after our investment.
Unfortunately.
They have amazing 1.5 plus million ARR this year coming, and you're now going to be super amazed. They are running on 50% net profit margin. It means they're going to do like 700-800K profits this year without raising any money. You should beat that. That's super amazing. And thank you, Konstantin, for having us as an investor, and the red hoodie comes for you as well. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
And last one from the old batch is I'm not sure is Timo here or not, but Wolf 3D. Timo and his team realized pretty early on that gaming would be so much more fun if you have the avatars and you can recognize the people in the gaming. And they were also a little bit too early because the others didn't realize that back then, but now they do. And he has like very big customers like Tencent, Huawei, and so on. He has a very nice revenue, and he just raised over $1 million round. And the team is growing, and they are going to build a nice platform for everyone to do their own avatars. Thank you, Timo, a lot, and Red Hoodie will be on your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the red hoodie on his behalf. So yeah, Timo Timo couldn't join, so I'm Haver. I'm also one of the co-founders of Wolf 3D, and yeah, thanks for the short overview, Herti, and indeed, this year has definitely been very kind of pivotal for us, especially with the COVID and everything. So this has kind of given us this co-module, kind of our co-module moment, essentially. Well, like fortunately and unfortunately, because obviously COVID is a terrible thing, but this has kind of accelerated the need for different virtual communication solutions, and avatars are a big part of that. Yeah, so thank you.
Thanks a lot. And
do you guys still have the X somewhere?
No, actually, we did destroy those this summer.
Cristobal, before I hand it to you, I saw that Christian from GoModule is online now. Christian.
Hey, everybody. Hello. I'm sorry, not restarted my computer, I guess, for 4 weeks. And now when I opened Zoom, it crashed. So I had to do a Windows update. I was late.
Yeah, I said some nice things about you and GoModule and how well you're doing. And I thought that you're so busy closing your round that you cannot make it. But it's really happy to see you here. And And our team will send you our red hoodie because you have done like great work and probably gonna be the most valuable company in our portfolio very soon.
Well, let's see. Yeah, we might have some news in the end of the year. Thank you for the good words and thank you for the support. And Haver, a big up. I understand that there's a co-module moment becoming an expression, so that makes me very happy. But yeah, we have still a lot to do, and we have big plans for next year. And I think why it's very difficult because we do stuff that nobody really likes to invest in or doesn't fully understand. And I also like that you brought out Konstantin, who has also kind of really swam, against the tide in the sense that he hasn't raised and has built kind of a production software. I guess most people don't understand what is production software. We're a happy customer, by the way, so thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's cool now we're building scooters and nobody has said it's a good idea. So pressure is on us to prove that it is a good idea.
Yeah, Co-Module is a startup that is actually a production company producing electronics and now scooters. And let's see what's the e-bikes will be the next probably. And
e-bikes are coming up as well. Yes. So I mean, and maybe then more stuff, but basically small electric vehicles.
Sounds good. Thank you, Christian, a lot. And good luck with the closing of the round.
Thanks.
Cristobal, back to you.
I let Alexa go because I saw Mr. Hall is here and he gave us a very brief period of his life. So Alexa, you go. Alexei, don't worry, we're going back to batch 7, but let's go to batch 10 now, Alexa.
Going to batch 10, and the team is here on the call as well. Hello, team. Batch 10 was, for me, also very special because it was the first batch that I was running at Server Wise Guys. And I think Sim Porter has also very exciting story. Being a startup from US, also with a team in Ukraine, and also as we found out quite soon, but not from the first meeting, that it's a founder team, as a father and a son team with a father living in US and son living in Ukraine. And they decided to expand to Europe and join the accelerator in Latvia at that moment. So it was a really interesting mix of everything. Also, Tim himself is a great entrepreneur. This is definitely not his first business, and having all that experience, it was an honor for me to run the batch, having Sim Porter there. And I'm really happy that we made the right decision of inviting you and having you with us. So far they raised, I think Cristobal can correct me, more than 700 something euros. And we are really, really waiting for them also to join the team of the best MRR in our portfolio, which will probably happen pretty soon. The red hoodie goes to you both, to you and to Dylan. Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. I've been on the meeting in the live stream, and then Alona said, "Oh, you idiot! You have to get on Zoom." So here I am. But I've been following along. If anyone doesn't know, I'm not actually the son. I know I look very young, but he's the other guy. He's on an airplane. But I just want to thank everybody with Startup Wise Guys, Cristobal especially, your mentorship and wisdom and help with fundraising and help with customer acquisition has been great. We've grown really fast. We were in that enviable position of saying, well, we don't really need to raise because the customer demand is so much, but with COVID, we thought it was wise to do that. So it's been a wonderful journey and we really love what we're doing. And so thank you very much. I can't wait to get my hoodie. I will come to Tallinn and get it.
By the way, funny enough, we always said for a long time, the first father and son. The funny enough is that Konstantin is there.
That's
and we
right.
have the two father and son teams, and both having a red hoodie, and actually both soon joining the 100K MRR. So I think we need to look for that on Karina. We need to find more father and son teams, you know. We will talk about the brothers team soon, you know.
Already noticed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, team. So we go back to batch back in time. Batch 7, Gita is actually swamped talking to Balkans teams. So she should be doing the introduction as the MD of that team. But, you know, this was the team that had an amazing combination of an Australian and a Russian that he thought it was too tough, although he jumped naked into the water second, only after me. And we still have actually pictures because he will continue denying this. But then on the also kind of hardware that needed to be software, I think we always thought you were into something important. It was just a matter of time. But I think what both you and Matt have put together is actually unbelievable. It's making a better world, at least better backs, and so much more basically physical experience, and making sure that people working with heavy machinery and similar are adopting the right postures through understanding that and using the AI and blah, blah, blah. And I think they are in an amazing trajectory. This has just only started. And it's one of the teams working with the largest corporates in our portfolio. So to Soter Analytics, to Alexei and our Aussie friend, who is also in another call, that's why you don't see his face. Alexei, thank you very much. And I still remember our last night in St. Petersburg. Actually, I don't remember the end of that night, but I hope to repeat it in sometime soon in the near future.
Thank you, Cristobal. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's very nice to see that many faces getting through this such event. And yeah, this moment when one half naked and then completely naked Spanish guy put me in the challenge, which I had to accept. Yeah, that's changed my life a lot.
Yes, I know. Looking at me naked jumping has to be a life-changing experience. Which actually probably will bring me afterwards to Trisby, but let's have before we go to Trisby, which also have their own experience. Thank you, Alexei. Thank you, Soter. Thank you, Matt. Karina, maybe you want to do the intro, so Mr. Payqueen and Trisby?
I will quickly, no. Let me just give a couple of sentences, and then you will definitely bring on the table all the details that guys were running through by working with us in our program. I want to say that our first FunTech batch was extraordinary because of many things, but first of all, that was our first FunTech. And Juan and I, we joined Startup Wise Guys team just like 1 or 2 weeks before program started. But despite being super stressed, I still hope that we deliver quality and Startup Wise Guys vibe. And I'm not used to announce Red Hoodie winners because right now that was the only one batch that where I was participating inside a program, but I feel very, very honored and happy to announce our Red Hoodie winners of our first FunTech batch. And the first team is Peking, Fabrice. Woo!
Let me tell the story. I need to tell the story about Payqueen. I mean, because he is wearing a white T-shirt, you know, and he has learned the lesson. So during the batch, we had to do sometimes YouTube streaming because I was traveling as usual, and I connected this day, and they were in Tecum, and it was a very dark room, right? And everybody's speaking, and then I'm watching on video, and suddenly somebody's talking, and I only see 2 white dots at the end, right? It's like, who the hell is talking? And then I realized it was Fabrice wearing a dark T-shirt, and you know, and the only thing we could see was his white eyes. And I said, Fabrice, please, from now on, just wear white T-shirts. Just wherever you go, just wear a white T-shirt, right? So he still wears the blue ones, but when he knows he's coming to Wise Guys, he wears a white T-shirt, carries one with him because he knows I'm not to give him shit. But you know, the ride has not been easy for you. Now you're spending most of the time in Ivory Coast. I think the FinTech in Africa just started. I think you're going to be one of those 2 or 3 big winners there. Ivory Coast is just the beginning. I'm super happy of the new investors and some of the technical team from transfer-wise joining you. I think you have now not only the brain and the vision, but also the operational muscle. So I want you on the 100K MRR next year, Getaway, no excuses. So, you know, all yours.
Yeah, I mean, it has been a quite good year for us. So we've got investment partnership with ex-TransferWise team, and they help us work on the new product that we launched 2 months ago. I mean, it's very interesting, and now we're currently focusing only on growth. So as you said, we expect to be at like 100K MRR by next year. So we're currently working on it. So fingers crossed. And thanks for the red hoodie.
And next year you will receive another red hoodie. I hope so. Yeah. And I'm very honored and glad to announce our next diamonds for our FinTech 1 batch is a Trisby team. Guys, where are you? Hey.
They're there, both of them. 3 of them. I think Michalos is there.
I think I saw, but Franciszek, yes, I see you.
Hey,
congrats. Yes, Cristobal, please add your secret sauce.
I will not tell the real story. That I will only reserve for when we have drinks, because there is a much funnier story. But the funny part is that actually we met Trisby because we organized at a Matije co-working space, a scouting session. And then we were talking to everybody, and they said, you know what? I have my own startup. Maybe I should also think about joining you guys. So it was quite a coincidence. I think it was actually the first time we got a Czech team, because we have always avoided Czech teams because of Jar being there. But I'm happy that you did. And actually, I want to tell one thing. Everybody deserves praise. But I think probably Matija and Franciszek are the guys who have put the most cash themselves on the hundreds of thousands of euros and sold houses lately to keep the business running. So you got the money from investors and you became your own investor also. So super happy. It's a rough time for you guys seeing the situation in Czech, but I know you're going to get out of the hole, and I hope that this red hoodie is just a small motivation to keep going and to see you guys on the stage next year.
Yay! Franciszek, Mate, unmute yourself, please. Floor is yours.
Thank you very much, everybody, for your kind words. I must say that Matej wanted the red hoodie so much that we had to invest the money ourselves, and basically that's it. We did it.
Very good. Thank you very much.
What's the next challenge?
The next challenge is the 100K MRR. So unless you you spend 300,000 buying things with your own payment method, hopefully you can do it actually with customers this time, you know. So
but what will we get?
Golden hoodie. There's a golden
hoodie. It's a golden hoodie, so you know.
Golden hoodie. But what are the criteria?
100K MRR. I give or exit. You know, I give you whatever you want.
We just decided yesterday that everything will be for free. So
no, I have an idea. If
no
you
MRR.
if you give 100K before the summer, we do the getaway in Prague.
Cool. And the golden hoodie on top.
And the hoodie, of course, you know. Why not?
Cool.
Deal.
So we skipped batch 9. Actually, two fun things. Batch 9, we got already last year the red hoodie, but there is a team in batch 9 actually, quickly racing. I think he only missed it for some months, a complete turnaround, but he knows who he is, and I hope to have him on the stage very soon. But then we go to batch 10, right? The beautiful batches that Alexa loves to run in the middle of the winter. But Alexa, maybe you want to do the intro, and I will just complement with my little story.
Batch 12, you wanted to say?
Batch 12, yeah.
Has already been done. Yes, so lovely winter in Estonia. However, for Lithuanian team, it's not that probably different between Vilnius and Tallinn. However, I think there were a lot of challenges from the very beginning. And one of the challenges was probably that the founders were, and still is since they're here, in the delivery business. And this is the story that I love to tell all the new batches, that the founders had one of the KPIs for the program. And I will read it out loud, if I may. So the KPI for ZT City in the program was that to this day, when the batch had started, 37% of all the orders were delivered by any of the co-founders. We have to reduce this number to spend more time on doing business development, sales, etc. The goal is as follows: less than 2% of orders delivered by any of co-founders from the first to 15th of January, which is was the end of the batch. The challenge here is that not only they had to reduce the delivery made by founders, but also that the delivery at that moment were mainly in Lithuania, and the batch was in Estonia. So they had to figure out how to be in both countries kind of in the same at the same time. Surprise, surprise, is that they managed to achieve this goal. And I don't know how. I think there's something from Harry Potter and Hermione is happening here, because they never missed any workshop in the batch, and they managed to achieve the goals. Super happy to have ZT City in batch 12, and congratulations.
Actually, Carol,
thanks, Alexa.
way more hair before. Limonas, let me tell you one more story before you do the intro, because this one actually is, when you exit, I will remember this on stage. So meet of the batch, Limon, I have no idea these two were brothers. You know, now they look very much with no hair alike, right? But I have no idea these two were brothers. So they, he tells me, hey, I have this problem with my co-founder, we have to agree, it's different personal situations, I don't want to step in the middle. Alexei, I love you. And basically told me, do you mind, in the middle, kind of talking to Vitas, and arrange it. So I happened to be in Vilnius. I actually met Vitas. We talked about it. Everybody, and he was very thankful, etc. Laimanas also. But then, when I found out they were brothers, I was like, oh my God, motherfucker. You make me talk to your brother in order not to have a family affair. So, this is how, good one. Limonas, the floor is yours now.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Alexa was completely forgot about this KPI, and right now it sounds so ridiculous, but it completely makes sense. Like we were doing most of the deliveries, and Karolis was doing the coding badging. So startup Wise Guys definitely means a lot to us. That's why you see all of the 3 co-founders participating right now in this call. In the highest demand season in the mankind has seen for e-commerce deliveries, like all of the Corona lockdown, Christmas is coming, so everything is breaking through the scratches, and we are still here. We want to reconnect, and joining Startup Wise Guys was one of the pivotal moments for us. We changed the business model from B2C to B2B. Thanks, Karina, for pushing us. And since that point, we were growing basically almost every month by 15, 20, 25, 30%. Right now, we see a spike in demand. So we are having a co-module moment. Thanks, Christian. And yeah, basically, but it's not easy. It's very tough all the time. Then it's tough. We remember the hustling days we had at Startup Wise Guys, and we keep pushing. So it was really good bootcamp for us, for Karolis and me to be in Tallinn, and for Vytautas to be in Vilnius, supporting all of the operations and everything what was happening. So thanks a lot for your support, for your pushing, and let's make this big.
By the way, I think you got the MRR and the investment hoodie, so we might have to give you extra. Maybe we can give you a hat for you, both of you guys. It might be helpful. So Dima.
Hi everyone. So the next company which we want to give red hoodies is Ondato. So they did not wait long actually to get those hoodies, because they're fresh alumnus from batch 17, which was in 2020 spring. So about Ondato, I'd like to say, so they managed to triple their revenue in 1 year, and finishing actually the year with a great result, and becoming also a business benchmark in compliance field. I think if we wait a few weeks more, so it's not only about overcoming the 100K, but also the second KPIs of investment amount will also be reached. So I hope you can close the deal this year, Liudas and Andrei. From my personal position, I think that Ondato deserve this red jumper, not only because they have really great traction and they're really successful with investors, but I would say it's an exceptional example of always positive attitude of Liudas, exceptional business ethics of all the team, super diligence, responsibility, openness to new ideas, eagerness to share knowledge with other teams, and readiness to help other startups in Wise Guys community. So Ondato received a lot of mentorship in fintech pre-batch. However, other startups also received quite some mentorship from Ondato team. So Liudas, Andrei, and all the team, you deserve those hoodies. Good luck, and we're happy you are part of our family.
Hi, Dima. Hi, Cristobal. Hi, Henry. Hi, all. Thank you so much. So you know, it wasn't an easy year to be honest. So you know, the results and everything are just like numbers. But yeah, what is the most important? That we are the part of the of the really good growing community, and oh yeah, hi guys, and
we have some fans, Liudas.
and to be in this community is the most valuable thing actually. So you know, we enjoy every minute, and when we talk to different people from alumni, from new batches and all the stuff, so it's really, you know, I really enjoy how passionate people are about what they're doing, what they're delivering, and that's the most valuable thing. And the results are just, you know, the things that drives, let's say, the team and the development forward. But everything else depends on the attitude and all the people surrounding us. So yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Guys, Lithuania, can you mix 1 minute? I want some other people to make some noise. So they're your fans, Liudas. People, can you make some noise?
Hey guys.
It looks like the Kaunas Arena, you know, cheering for you guys. So that's good, you know. Thank you, Liudas. Thank you, Andrei. Farid, you want to introduce our defense man? As I see that they're waiting for you, eagerly waiting for you.
Before I do that, but I mean, I just want to say one thing. Firstly, this is a great closing ceremony. You know, every batch after batch 9, you know, Fabrice, Ziti City, Tresby, Ondato, it's been great to see you guys over here. You know, so like just to kind of imagine what you guys were doing 2 years ago to where you guys are now. I remember Fabrice sitting in the little canteen with his programmer that he had hired for no money, building the first MVP. To see you guys here, it's truly, you know, it's crazy. I've taken a snapshot of it. So congratulations to you guys. But I want to kind of move to this other one startup that is sitting over here. I want to introduce Sensus Septima. Funny enough, I remember the first call I made. We were very close to closing the batch, and we knew we wanted to get more startups from Estonia, and we had this list of this company called 7 Senses, or no, actually it wasn't called SDS Technologies then. And I tried to make contact with this founders and couldn't get through. And then I get this call, and he's like, "Oh, I'm at the airport in Singapore. I'm flying back to Estonia." I remember it was February as well. It was end of February. It was just about, and I said, "Okay, this is what we're doing. What do you guys do? What are your plans?" And I think Herty has the right to describe most founders as like stubborn Estonian, you know, personality. I've experienced it. multiple times. I wouldn't say only Estonian, I would say, Baltic founders. But the really one good thing I like about it is they tend to be stubborn and really strong at the front, but you sow the seed, and eventually the seed starts to grow overnight. They change and they execute. So I want to, Marco is over here along with his, co-founder Tonis as well. They came, both of them were actually, first day reporting for duty, ex-military guys who spend tours of service together in Afghanistan. And you often think, like, what would these guys are going to make? And actually, of the 2 batches that I've been MD of, they managed to hit the ground running. They had some setbacks. We had to kick their asses into gear a couple of times, but since then they're so execution focused. They managed to build a team. They managed to build, speak to the government and NATO forces, and they managed to close their round while in the program, which is, I don't know, Cristobal, has it been the first time that's happened where they've
at that level, at $500,000 level, no, this is the first time it happens.
So they managed to do that and attract good strategic investors who are now kind of working with them in the market. So, I mean, I just want to see what you guys achieve, and it's been an honor, but at the same time a huge challenge as well because of the personality. But I know that eventually you guys will make it big. So congratulations, Marco, Tonis, for Sensus Septima, raising tons of money, and hopefully we'll see more of that coming.
Well, I have to say that thank you for bearing us. Let's be honest, ex-military, we're not the most open people for new ideas, especially or new ways. And I have to honestly admit that the round was closed, honestly, only thanks for the SWG directions and support, because you guys gave us the very first understanding that you can mix up different worlds. You can take defense industry where the entry barriers are extremely high. You can actually take some learning momentums from the startup world, and you can actually make big things in here. So let's see what the future will bring to us. And thank you for the red hoodie.
Herty, do you want to do Eric and Martin, or you want me to do it? I think you deserve more credit than me on this one, but
I have kids running around here, but I think you should do it.
Okay. So Eric, Martin, thanks for patiently waiting. As you know, actually, we do a number of direct investments from Challenger, and we seem to be creating a trend of mobility Estonia, Africa. Even if for me, South Africa is not Africa, it's a different place on its own.
It's Africa for pussies.
Yeah, for educated men, So, but hopefully you will make it to the for the other part of the continent. But I think what you're doing actually makes a lot of sense. Don't rebrand too many more times, because my team couldn't even find out you guys anymore. But who are these guys? What is Planet 42? No, the Cargill guys. Oh shit, yeah. So don't rebrand anymore until you go to Nigeria. Then I think you will need a rebrand. But anyway, super happy to you. I think you have just started. I think what you have started in South Africa is a revolution of ownership and car sharing and car rental and car ownership in general term. And I think the need is way bigger than South Africa. So I think you knew the market, you knew what you're doing. I think the challenge we're going to give it to you is like, can you take it before South Africa? You will be successful there, but can you take it even farther in the continent, in other areas? But I think you will raise more money, you will get much more revenues, but congratulations. And thank you for bearing here until the end. I'm super happy to see you guys here.
Thank you very much for the honor. Thanks. So I'm Eric, this is Martin, my co-founder. And actually our next market will be in Latin America. We're done with Africa. We checked out Nigeria before COVID and it was not a big enough market. So next one will be Brazil or Mexico. We haven't decided yet. Also, we're a little bit slower than usual. It's not because we're Estonian, but actually yesterday we closed a debt round of $10 million. So we're severely hungover. So thanks for bearing with us. And thanks for the honor.
Woo, woo, woo. So, hey, as soon as you go to Brazil, nos falar, eu tenho muitos contatos lá em Brasil, vocês falarão português muito rápido. É um prazer saber que vocês vão
Marta
falar.
speaks too, so I mean, it's not that fancy, man.
Fantástico. No, the contacts are fancy, not the
Yeah.
But anyway, happy to help there also. So thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. This is I hope to really put the Hall of Fame, to really give you real hoodies, and to really actually open some champagne or tequila with all of you. This is fantastic to see so many smiles, but it's still way more boring than doing it in person. So hopefully we can do that. And if we have to go to Brazil, Prague, Ivory Coast, etc., we're very happy to do so. St. Petersburg, and plus the Baltics, happy to do that. Hopefully Matt is not in Australia, he stays in Russia, so we don't have to even go there to give him the hoodie. But thank you very much.
I'm in St. Petersburg.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, I know you're there still. So I said, stay there, because I don't really want to go to Australia to give you the hoodie.
No, do I at the moment.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
So Luis, I think I stayed to do the closing words, right? I'm still live, right?
Yes, we are still live, so the floor is yours.
So just wanted to, I don't know how, I hope there's still many of you there. I just wanted to do three things. One is a very short reflection about why we are here, and then to ask, because last year when we asked for the feedback, many of you said, it seems that you don't have an agenda, that you're just doing this for the good of us, but you don't even ask for anything, right? So this year we have an agenda. So we have very clear ask for all of you. But to me, the reflection was that it was too easy this year not to do the getaway. There were so many excuses available for us not to do it, right? We really wanted to then wait to make it physically. Then we said, okay, the Baltics, because it's going to be easier. Then let's go local dinners. It's going to be easier. Then non-local dinners, right? So everything was against this happening. And I think they saw the spirit of the team and the family and our values that we wanted to happen. And of course, it will never be the same to be online, but I have seen so many smiles, so many really natural smiles coming, just to see you, right? And you saw the space of chat yesterday. And I think I have 28 meetings in the last 2 days. And you guys were reaching out, and you were talking to Fabio, to Orlando about Italy. So we saw so many connections being there, and so many people, etc. But I think you said it well. No matter how much we have achieved this year, any of us, it is a very hard year. It is a humanity's hard year. I think many of us have not seen our families. I haven't been in Spain for 11 months. I haven't seen my parents for a year. And we have 2 alumni who lost their parents. This is not an easy year. But despite what we have been thrown, which is probably for most of us the most difficult humanity moment, because we were not all enough to be in more difficult ones before, we have not stopped, right? And I think this shows that there is a humongous power in the network, and there is enough about you being role models. There is all of you ready to give back. There is so many connections still to make. And the bigger we become, the more this is powerful, right? So to me, and to Herty, to Dak, to the whole team, there is nothing more. This little last ceremony for all of us is such an upbeat moment. It's such a happiness moment, as Farid said, to have seen people with an MVP, or even without even that, and see that 2 years later you have no hair, you have raised €500,000, you have 100K MRR, and some of you continue riding, but there's still a feeling of belonging to us, because for us, you are also our role models, right? So we will not exist without founders. We are here for founders, made for founders, and without founders, we are nobody, no matter how much money we raise and how many places we go. Wise Guys exists because there is amazing founders ready to chase their dreams. So we will keep being there for you. I think we have been talking a lot in one of the peer-to-peers about, is there other ways we can help? And we hope, and we know there is. We keep launching new cities, new places. We keep taking the brand as far as possible, because a stronger Wise Guys brand is a benefit for everybody. But we'll always do it, and we'll never sacrifice our values. So because I think that's the real power. It's a powerful brand sticking to their purpose and to their values. So I'm super happy to be here. Super thankful to Alona. In this case, I will give her right now she probably you haven't seen her around, but she's been with her military agenda style. But you know, she took this project about 2 months ago when we decided to go online only, and she has driven it to completion amazingly well. So Alona, thank you very much also to take so much enthusiasm on this one. Of course, you know, everybody else has worked hard. Luis on the back of the machines, in Evita yesterday with Alona creating an amazing party. You know, the moderators, Patrick, Sane, everybody. I will not name the 34 people that accompanied. We said 32. I went to the slide and there was 36 people. So I don't know, I need to talk to Dag about the salaries at the end of the month. But, you know, this is because of the team. And I think we will keep growing and motivating as soon as you keep going places, because that's what motivates us. So I wanted to finish there, and I wanted to ask you for 3 things. If you are a founder, we have 3 things you can help us, and we want each of you to pick one and help us there. So we are raising, we're finalizing to raise Challenger 1, but we're going to be raising Challenger 2. So if you know any LPs, just make an intro. We do the rest, right? So if you can do that, that will be fantastic. The second ask, maybe you cannot do that, is we want to launch the Future Founders in many more cities. And that takes partnership with local people, with people that wants to really take the young educated to the next level and put the entrepreneurship. So if any of you has somebody that we can partner to launch Future Founders in your city, please do an intro. We'll take it from there. And if not, if you cannot do any of these things, there is 3 batches running right now. So we love you to mentor in one of them. You know, there is plenty of startups. I'm okay if you mentor 1 hour, 2 hours, we'll pair you up. If you want to talk about something specific, if you want to do a fire chat, you want to do a pizza with CEOs, whatever time you have, it will be, I think, always thankful for our people to get inspired by you. And I said, there is 3 batches running at the same time, never been this way. Everything is online, so it makes the logistics a bit easier in that sense, even if the connectivity is lower. So we love you to mentor. So those are the 3 asks that we want to. And then there is 3 things that we ask you to please do. One is never forget that little accelerator logo. When you're raising €500,000 and €1 million, and you love to put the logo of ACL Partners and Early Bear, and it's amazing, guys. Those guys were not there at the beginning. We were. So please keep putting our logo in all your presentations, no matter how much money you raise and how much revenue you have, because we feel proud about you, and we hope that you keep feeling proud about us, and it helps the brand to continue. So I hate when I see one of our companies putting a 500 startups company. What the hell? It's a Wise Guys company. That also got 500 startups. So please, we are going to be much bigger than 500 startups soon. So anyway, actually, you're wasting your time putting that there. So please put our logo. Please share our news. Every time we share news around, share our news. And one last thing, I think the team has done a humongous job to make the 3rd Baltic Startup Report the best report ever. I think many of you are featured there. I hear today we have 90 pages of content by now. Oh my God, you're going to be reading the whole Christmas. So the running campaign is there. Please register, start getting in the pre-launch campaign. We're launching on the 20th of December. Download, share. The content is unbelievable. We want to make the region more and more known. There's still a lot of people who just hear about us, but doesn't know why. So a lot of the why is there. So if you can download the report, share the news, you will help us. So those are the 3 things. I hope it's not too much. I think it's easy to implement. And I hope that most of us can somehow reunite with our families one way or another, online or on-site this Christmas. It's only freaking 3 weeks away. And it's amazing how time is going, right? And I really, really hope of 2 things. One, that we can have our Hall of Fame in place with many of you there in person, having a big party at the end of Q1 or early Q2, and that we can really be in Lisbon together in September next year, enjoying this, another 20-something teams with the red hoodies, and all of us being part of the family. So thank you very much. It is an honor for me to serve you and my team, and I hope to see you next year. Thank you. And don't forget, we have a party. So go to Special chat. Yes. No, Luis and Alona will kill me. So many of you were not in the Special chat. We need to invest on those guys. They're fucking awesome. It's super. Even if you don't want to join a party, join to see how amazing the experience is to do something online that looks like being in a bar. Join, chat with people you haven't chat with 2 or 3 people you haven't chat before you leave. Have a drink in the meantime, and join us there. If you cannot join now, join in half an hour, 1 hour. I think the party will continue for a while. Okay, so see you soon, guys. See you soon next year. See you
Bye.
soon, hopefully.